August and back to school season is officially here, so I'm starting a series called Back to School Freezer Prep. Over the next few weeks, I'll be stocking our freezer with homemade staples to make from scratch meals a whole lot easier. Before I got started, I wrote everything out on this whiteboard to make sure I had all my ingredients. First up, our homemade buttermilk biscuits. The full recipe is at the end of the video to screenshot. I made a batch for the freezer, but I also mixed up 2 bags of the dry ingredients with the instructions to add 1 cup of milk and 1 stick of butter. I added 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt to a bowl. Then I grated in 1 stick of cold butter. Keeping the butter cold is what gives it those flaky layers, so I like to keep mine in the freezer until I'm ready to use it. Once the mixture looks crumbly, I pour in 1 cup of buttermilk. Regular milk works too. This recipe comes together quickly, but it does get a little messy. Once everything is combined, place the dough onto a lightly floured surface and roll it out to your preferred thickness. I usually get about 7 biscuits. I don't have a biscuit cutter, so I use a mason jar top or a drinking glass to cut out my biscuits. And I place them on a parchment-lined baking sheet and flash froze them for 1 to 2 hours so they won't stick together once I put them in the bag. I made these for back to school prep, but I actually ended up baking them that very same weekend. Thank goodness I had those 2 extra bags of dry mix ready to go. Bake from frozen for 18 minutes and follow along so you don't miss part 2.